Hello and welcome to the IBM Monitoring Academy. My name is Saurabh Nachne and I work with the IBM Cloud team. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure a log file agent on a Red Hat Linux machine. I will be configuring the log file agent in base mode. We will have a test log which will be monitored in this instance, and I have also defined the test configuration and the test format file. In my environment, I have a log file agent at version 6.3 IF4. At the same time, I have my TEMS and TEPS at 622 Fixpack 6. For a log file agent at version 6.3 and higher, an infrastructure, that's the TEPS and the TEMS, are required to be 622 Fixpack 2 or higher. This prerequisite is met in my environment. The instance for the log file agent that I will configure in this session will be named test. The test instance will be monitoring the test.log file. This test.log file will be present in the /opt IBM lo/monitor path. As you know, in the base mode, we need to define the configuration and format files that will be used by the test instance. These two files exist in the /opt IBM lo directory. These are named as test.conf and test.fmt files. Here, I wanted to demonstrate the contents of the test.conf and the test.fmt file. So the test.conf defines the log source. In this case, the test instance will be monitoring the test.log file, which is under the /opt/IBM/lo/monitor directory. There are several other configuration components which have been defined here. All of these have explanation provided in the user guide. The test.format file defines the regular expression. This regular expression is used to compare the entries that come in the test log file. Based on the regular expression, the entries are caught and those are displayed in the TEP client. In this example, since this is a very basic setup, the regular expression defined will catch all the entries that appear in the test.log file. One other thing you want to note is I will force the entries in the test.log file for this particular session. But in the real world examples, the monitored logs are automatically written into. I will go ahead and start the log file agent instance configuration now. I will name the instance test and I'm going to go with the defaults that have been chosen so far. For the conf file, I'll specify the path. Please note that you have to specify the name of the configuration and format file as well. As I'm not using Omnibus in this case, I'm going to say no for this particular configuration setting. I'm going to go with the defaults for all the other log file agent configuration values. And now the configuration is asking me about the temps entries. Here it's asking me for the temps name. I have chosen all the defaults besides this. After the configuration is completed, I'm going to go ahead and start the instance. As you can see, I received an error message saying that since this is an instance-based agent, I need to define the -o option as well. So I'll go ahead and execute the start command with the -o option. And as you can see, the instance test is now being started. I can confirm this over here. If you see that the test instance is now running. As you can see in the TEP client, I see the information for the test instance now. Since the instance is configured in the base mode, the first line in the data collection status comes up with an error code equals to no error. And that is what we want whenever a log file agent instance has been configured in base mode. One other important observation is in the monitored file status. Here I see the log that is going to be monitored, which comes up under the file name column, and the file type and file status in this case are showing up as unknown and file does not exist respectively. And this is true because right now the test.log file does not exist in the location that's been pointed. So let's go ahead and enter a couple of entries in the test.log file and we will see what happens in the appropriate columns. So I'm back on the agent box. Here I am in the path where the test.log file is supposed to exist, and I'm going to make a couple of entries in here. I'm just going to do a ls, and now you will notice that the test.log file shows up in this path, and we will see what changes are noted in the TEP client. Immediately you will notice in the monitored file status, the file type has changed to regular file and the file status now shows up as OK. I entered 2 rows of data in the test.log file, and now you will see the number of records processed is equal to 2, and 2 records got matched as well. The file position and file size has changed to 50. If we go and look under the log file events tab, this workspace will show you the 2 messages that were entered in the test.log file. One other important workspace I want to highlight here is the regular expression statistic. Here you can judge as to what regular expressions are being matched, and this gives you statistics of all the regular expressions. One other important workspace is the unmatched regular expressions. All the entries that make it to the unmatched log will show up in here. So in conclusion, we configured a test instance on a Red Hat machine which monitored a test log using the test configuration and test format files, and based on the definition of the regular expression in the format file, all the entries in the test.log were matched and caught in the TEP client. I hope this video helps you set up the log file agent in the base mode. Thank you for watching this video.
Thank you for watching this video at the IBM Monitoring Academy. We appreciate your feedback, so please feel free to use the comments box below. We'd also love you to check the thumbs up box if you appreciated this video. We have added several helpful links to the YouTube comments box below so you can find all our other content on social media. I would definitely recommend that you check out the blogs on DevWorks. Take care.